What's up, y'all? We back live in effect from the one and only Brooklyn. We back reviewing the NBA Finals, the games yesterday. Cavaliers versus Indy. Spurs versus the Grizzlies. You know my Spurs. So let's just jump right into it. I got a few key points here. First, Indiana. Paul George, where's the beef? Where is the beef, my man? I do not understand. I'm not understanding what's all this pent up frustration coming from. Like, you are blaming other teammates for you losing. That's a big no-no. It's a big no-no. You talking about in the first game, you talked about how CJ Miles took the last shot. You need to be the one to take the last shot. And it was questionable then. But now the things that you're talking about is just unfair. You said Lance Stephenson needs to be more of a leader. One, that's a cliche in its own. Lance Stephenson, a leader. Even though we know what he could do, we know what he brings to the table when it comes to Indiana. We don't know about them other teams, but when it comes to Indiana, for some reason, he shows up. So, he needs to be more leader. And then you targeted Miles Turner, a second-year player. You targeted? Why? What was the point of that? What was you expecting to get out of that? And I understand you just saying that he was just saying that he needs to be more proactive on the boards. He needs to get at Tristan Thompson a little more. But it's his second year in the league. Second year. His second year in the playoffs too. He just has to come along. You just have to bring him along. He's not your focal point guy right now at this point. He's not somebody the defense, the other team is scouting heavy. So that's my beef with him. At this point, I just think that he's trying to get out of Indiana. Like, he's actually trying to get out of Indiana. And I think they should let him go. But he needs to help himself. Because all this is doing is not helping him. It's not helping him. It may not be damaging or anything like that because he's a star. He's a star, and any team would be great to have him. Any team without an already established small forward anyway. But I really think he's going this summer. I think Larry Bird finds that trade, gets in the draft, gets more young pieces, and starts building around Miles Turner. For the meantime, hand the keys over to Lance. Let him do his thing. And the Cleveland Cavaliers. Kevin Love, welcome to the playoffs. He went off yesterday. By the way, the Cavaliers won. But he went off yesterday. He was just, this was Timberwolves Kevin Love. When Kevin Love plays like this, I'm not saying they're going to beat the Warriors. All I'm saying is, God, the Warriors have a problem if Kevin Love can play like this. Because he was playing big boy down low, willing himself to the line, 3-pointers. He was playing good. He was playing better defense than he was in the first game. Rebounding at a really good rate. It's just, if they can get that production out of him more throughout the playoffs, Lord, not only they will come out the East. They will. Yesterday, the offense proved that they will come out the East, and there's nobody that's going to stop them. And we've seen a little glimpse of their defense. I was looking at First Take today. My man Max Kellerman was like, he's seen enough defense for them to get past, to get out of the East. And I totally 100% agree with him. They was playing enough defense to get out of the East. I don't know about playing the Warriors. That might be an issue. Or the Spurs. The Spurs make it. That might be an issue too. But other than that, they're getting out of the East. Cavaliers won it. They did their thing. I was talking to my man John G yesterday while we was watching the game. And he's a LeBron hater. He just don't want to admit it. He's a what I like to call a bandwagon fan. He did not know who Golden State was until they started going off, until they started being Showtime. That's when he became a fan. He wasn't a fan before that. So, and his favorite team in the 90s, guess what? The Bulls. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Very unoriginal here. But anyway, and he was just talking how, they're not doubling LeBron. He don't see how they're gonna win it this year. He just think it's gonna be a blowout. You know the Warriors fans. But what you gotta understand is the only time he's not surrounded by 3-point shooters is when Tristan Thompson is in the lineup. And oh, by the way, big ups to Tristan Thompson yesterday. I seen a lot of good defensive plays he made. It was really a joy for me to see him do that. But back to the issue, you gotta understand, LeBron can do whatever he wants on the court, and there's nobody that can stop him. Draymond cannot stop him. Draymond gonna be in foul trouble real quick. You're gonna have to rotate with him. You're gonna have to have Iggy help you. You're gonna have to have Durant help you, because somebody gonna be in foul trouble, and it won't be LeBron. So that's one. And with all that pressure, all them people just drawn into him, just like, all right, we gotta find a way to slow down LeBron. He's kicking the ball out to 3-point shooters. And I was talking about how Kyle Korver is a person to worry about, and he started bringing up numbers. He was like, how much John G was. Like, well, how much is he averaging? What has he done so far? I'm like, one, it's only 2 games, small sample size, and 2, he's done a lot, because you can't leave him open. You can't. The scout, I guarantee, I bet money the scout report says no open threes, and definitely play him when he's starting to go around screens. If he goes around the screen, it's going down 80% of the time. So you gotta play up. You gotta give your all on defense with him. And that's what he doesn't get. The scout report is saying this. It's telling players this, what to do. And LeBron is setting them up lovely. In the third quarter, Kevin Love went off. He went off. Just getting to the line whenever he wanted. 3-pointers, layups, rebounds, playing good defense. He was the reason they got that 18-point lead. What was that? I think it was an 18-point lead in the third going into the fourth. And then they went back to the old Cleveland Cavaliers in the fourth. Blowing the lead. Playing what they call bad basketball. A lot of ISO play. Kyrie taking one-on-one, LeBron taking one-on-one, Kevin taking one-on-one. It was just a lot of bad ISO play. But I can see why they would do that. They want to get that feeling back, because just because they call it bad basketball, that doesn't mean it's bad basketball. Because if you go ISO 5 times in a row on offense and score every time, it's not that bad. It's not that bad if you can score. So they was just playing bad defense. They let them back in the game. They ended up pulling out. This next game is really crucial for Indiana, because if they don't win it, they go down 3-0, and there's no coming back from that. There's no coming back. Even if they win one after they go down 3-0, it's already over. So that's that game. Now for the Spurs, and I'll talk about the Spurs a lot, man, and it's for a specific reason. They don't do anything that you don't know about. You already know what they're about to do. You already know what they're about. It's the San Antonio Spurs, for God's sakes. They've been doing it for 20 years, with or without Duncan. They've been doing it. Players are stepping up. Now Kawhi Leonard did some things yesterday I was impressed with. Now I just want to see him do it against better defenders, because to Memphis they don't have Tony Allen. Now anybody who watching this, you should know who Tony Allen is. Tony Allen is a defensive player. Defense. Kawhi Leonard would not, I don't think he would be scoring in the 30s if Tony Allen was there. And even if he was, he would have to take more shots. That man had 37 yesterday on 9 for 14 shooting. 9 for 14. I don't think that was the whole game. I think that was like the middle to the end of the fourth. He had those numbers. 37 points, 9 for 14. Like, you had to be taking a lot of free throws, which they were, because the Spurs took 32 free throws as a team and only missed one. 32, only missed one. That's 31 free points that they got. Amazing. They had an article on NBA.com, and it said, are the refs helping the Spurs? And you're like, well, I mean, debatable. I don't think so. I just don't think so. I think the Spurs just have their number. They don't have Tony Allen, great defender. Marc Gasol just didn't show up yesterday at all. Zebo is getting older. He's out of this year. He was out of the lineup, coming off the bench. So, like, this is bad for my Spurs because I always want to see my Spurs in the first round try to get something going. And we are, but it's coming a little too easy. You don't want it when it comes too easy, because then when you go against something hard, now you got to switch it up. Feel me? So it's a good and a bad thing. They're getting hot because Kawhi is the only one doing it. The whole team is participating. You know, Spurs basketball. You got people coming off the bench, no names, just killing, just doing what they got to do. Playing good team defense. Kawhi took a step back on defense this year to acclimate his offense, which a lot of players was doing. It's just the way the league is going, sadly. I'm a big fan of defense. I think defense it has to be in the NBA. It has to be something you focus on, because other than that, you're just gonna have the All-Star game every night. Nobody want to watch that. If I wanted to watch that, I go across the street to the park, where they don't play no defense. But yeah, those are the two games. Spurs took it. Right now I see the Spurs. It's looking like a clean sweep, although I think Memphis might take one. But it's looking like a clean sweep the way they playing as a team. All right, this is today's video. Tomorrow we're gonna do more. There's 2 more games on tonight. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna really dig into these games. I'm gonna start breaking things down a lot more, since we have like 2 games a night. We don't have 4 now, so the videos will be the same length, but with more content. Again, we live in effect for Brooklyn, Avenue M to be exact. We're here in Canarsie. Remember, thumbs up, thumbs down, subscribe. Please subscribe. I would like for you to subscribe, but if you don't get to it, it's all right. You know, I just need you to look at the video. That's the main thing. The main thing is watch the video. I have the content. I have the knowledge. This is not scripted. I'm not reading off of anything. I'm not memorizing anything that I wrote down. This is just off the top of the dome. I'm really good at this, y'all. I really am. I am a basketball guru. For some reason, things just come easy when it comes to basketball for me. So, again, subscribe, comment, don't comment. But if you don't comment, I can't help you. You know the deal. All right, y'all. Time to get out of here. Peace and love.